It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Mostert now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and, of course, coming off the MVP trophy. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. This defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. When they've watched the tape all week, they've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
This is taken at the 23. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's IU. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Hill, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half. Touchdown! It's complete. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Right back to him on first down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with a 40. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give it to Hill running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18. Tied for 2nd in receptions. 5th in receiving yards. Add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Hill. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. They set up the screen to Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Hill, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd down at 5. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And now here's a carry heading left. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 28-21. A minute 11 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Rodgers to throw. He finds Funchess. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw, Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
He's back to throw. This is caught. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. To throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away.
Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look,
You know, as longtime fans of the NFL, we've gotten used to hearing worn-out quotes from coaches and players. You know the classics like, we're going to treat this like any other game, right? How many times have you heard that one? So that's what makes this next audio clip so special. Because the matchup on Sunday night was anything but any other game for the San Francisco 49ers. Check this. Here's what a microphone captured inside the tunnel just before they took the field.
This is our time. We do it now. Right now. Because tonight, we got all eyes on us. It's prime time. Let's show who we are.
All right, now, I'm sure most of you caught this, but just to be sure, that voice you heard belongs to their top pick from back in April. I mean, think about that. That rookie's got enough confidence to get in front of his teammates and enough respect to hold their attention. I'm telling you, remember this moment. Remember this moment, because in time, we're going to look back on it and say that was the day that young man became one of the leaders of this team. All right, so we've reached the halfway mark of the show, and you know what that means. A quick break for our sponsor, and then even more football on the other side.
Hey, just so you know, I talked to the Nike rep the other day, and they're really pleased with the partnership so far, on and off the field. Honestly, they're blown away. General interest and sales figures are through the roof. So keep up the good work, bud.
Sounds good to me.
YBN want a thing up.
Today, in Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. On EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
They run it with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Room to run past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
This the old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to play defensively.
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there, it's silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. Short throw to Disley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Nice throw. Big man catches the football for a 1st down, and that big man, that's DK Metcalf, the 9th receiver taken in the 2019 draft class. I think if we redid it, he might very well be the first one off the board. 83 catches for 1,300 yards last year.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Well, a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
81 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play action, Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Well, this rivalry, Charles, the Seahawks and Niners, really one of the best in the NFL. So many great games in the last decade or so between these two. Where does this one rank for you in terms of best rivalries of, let's say, the 21st century?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even. They just scored. If they kick this extra point time, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's Wilson to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Wilson will throw again. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. They run the counter. It's Carson. And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On second down, it's Carson, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Mostert now to return.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Niners. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, you got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This complete to Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The 40. The 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 38, Wilson. The kidder here, it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. To try again after the sack, Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
What's good, fam? It's time for the Nia Polanco Show.
Well, I think the big question is this team for real? I mean, we're a quarter of the way through the season, and they don't have a single loss yet, but it doesn't seem like everyone's taking them seriously.
Well, as a playoff contender, you kind of have to. At least the math says they are. In the last 10 seasons, 30 teams have started 4-0. 26 of them have gone on to the playoffs. That's 87%.
Doesn't sound like you're ready to call them Super Bowl contenders just yet, though. Am I right?
That might be a little premature, but that's the case for almost any team at this point in the season. But listen, they've got one of the best rookies in the league leading the way. And like I said before, the math doesn't lie.
Jones Shorty.
That's why we in one thing up.
Want to welcome those of you just joining us from elsewhere around the NFL. This offense at 4-0. They've been the talk of the league through the first month of the season, but now here down 8. To do in the final 90 seconds of this ball game, and no timeouts remaining. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown 49ers. Richie James, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. What a drive that was. They faced a third and long a few moments ago, were able to overcome it, and now a 2-point game.
And this offense knew they had this perfect start to the season on the line. They got the first part done. Now comes the 2-point conversion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals.
And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel down should be enough to finish this one off. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. The drive will start with Connor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for Arizona. Game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.
Hey, on the flight over here, I caught your interview with Anthony Davis. Hey, on the flight over here, I caught your interview with Anthony Davis. Awesome pod. That's a pretty tough act to follow.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't strike me as a guy who's...
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Hey, at least that was the way it seemed back in April when you're...
Nah. She's been out at college games every weekend, scouting potential new clients. She already forgot about me. I'll leave that up to you. I wouldn't expect you to step in the huddle and call the plays, so I won't try to do your job. I think I'm pretty open.
Yo, I know you ain't been lighting it up like we hope you would, but you see that you still near the top of
tonight. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you.